Hi, my name is Philippe Lundstedt. I am known as the Insurance Guru, and I'm the CEO and founder here at ProCare Consulting. And not everything that we do is so simple and so easy where it's just all rainbows and happiness and everybody's having a great time. There's a real side to our business that we deal with every single day with multiple people, and it's problems, right? People running into problems, having issues, getting bills, and what does that look like? So I just wanted to give you just a really brief example of something that's happened recently that I wanted to share with you. I had a client that went and had radiology done at Tower Radiology. And Tower Radiology, a huge place here, they do a phenomenal job. But just as anywhere, even though you're a phenomenal place, you do a phenomenal job, you can always make a mistake, right? So I had a client that went in, she had some hearing aids. She took the hearing aids out, she put them next to the machine. The people said they're fine there, you don't have to worry about it. She said, I don't think they're fine there. Maybe we should move them into another room. They assured her that they would be fine. They ran the test through the MRI. It was actually MRI. They ran the test and it destroyed her hearing aids. So then she goes to the insurance company, of the insurance company to refund on the hearing aids, pay for the hearing aids. She gets the hearing aids done, but then the insurance company charges her for the hearing aids. And the reason is because the insurance company says, well, there's nothing wrong with the hearing aids. What happened is you said that they broke them. So now we have this big fight that's happening, not necessarily a fight, but this kind of back and forth, right? Because now I'm calling Tower, they're saying no. I'm calling the insurance, they're saying no. My client's stuck in the middle, and they're playing this pinball back and forth. So the easy thing to happen right here, guys, the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to file a grievance, okay? You're going to want to file a grievance. Number two, you're going to want to follow up with an escalated member escalation. So first, you're going to file that grievance and or appeal with the insurance company against the person that did the perpetrating and destroying of property. And it's not any ill will. It's just to get recouped what you need recouped. And then the next step is you're going to follow up with that grievance. Once that grievance is set, now this is for all your agents and brokers out there. Once that grievance is set, you need to make sure that your agent or broker is immediately following up with somebody that they have a connection with. Goodness, I hope they have a connection with somebody for your sake. And then they follow up with a member escalation. And what this does is it speeds up the process for you to get a solution to your problem. So through this process right here, we were able to solve the problem and get my client new hearing aids, okay? Another great example of some things that happen to us on a regular basis is out-of-network services, right? I can't tell you how many times I have a client that goes in to a hospital, and I won't name the hospital. They actually have a very bad reputation of this. But you go into this hospital and they code things wrong, meaning that the anesthesiologist is out of network, right? So you're on a PPO, you're on an HMO, it doesn't matter, right? You're going into a hospital situation, right? Let's say through the emergency room or even through scheduled services, right? You're going into a hospital situation where you need surgery. Now, can you ask the anesthesiologist if he takes your insurance? Absolutely not, right? That's not up to you. It's not up to you to pick your anesthesiologist. In fact, the hospital are the ones that schedule these guys. So it's not even in your power or your control. So the whole point is this. If you have an out-of-network anesthesiologist, that is a massive red flag, guys. You need to be waving the red flag and saying, hold a second, something's wrong here. This is not working. And you want to know why? Because the insurance guru told me so. So you got to pay attention to this right here. If you're going into services and you're getting an out-of-network service for something that was done especially if it's in an emergency room, if it's done in an emergency room, you have no choice in picking that. Now, when you're going through scheduled services, depending on what kind of policy you're on, you really got to pay attention to these things. Because if you're walking into a situation, scheduled service, and that doctor is out of network, we're going to want to handle that before it becomes a problem. So we're going to want to discuss that. That's why it's so important that you're having conversations with your broker and or agent to fill them in on what's happening, so therefore you can properly strategize for the next steps that you're going to be going through, whether that be through rehab or the actual operation and or procedure to correct what's going on. So it's really important to understand these concepts right here, that on a PPO, HMO, sometimes you can go out of network and not even know it. But the point is, there's so many things that protect you against that. And through appeals, we are able to turn those around. So before we talked about grievances, now we're talking about appeals. In this kind of a situation, I would file an appeal immediately. And once we file the appeal, what am I going to do? That's right. I'm going to follow up with a member escalation with one of my contacts, and we're going to handle it internally. So first we're going to handle it externally through member services, and then we're going to put a rush on it internally through internal services. And I handle that for you, or my team handles that for you right here at ProCare. That's one of the huge bonuses of doing business with us. So that's the appeals process. And what does that look like? I'll give you a great example. I had a client back in February. So this was a while, but I love using this example because it was such a big example. So back in February, I had a client that went into a situation where she received a massive bill for her husband, and the bill was for $987,000. That's right, $987,000. Can you imagine getting a bill for that? So she gets $987,000 bill, and she calls me. She's been a client of mine for a while. She's laughing. She's thinking this is funny because she knows what I'm about to do to this bill. So she takes this $987,000 bill. She sees all the red flags because she's done the 3 pillars. She's done my courses. She understands the way that we operate and how to see things before they happen. She sees the red flags. She calls me immediately and says, hey, listen, there's no way this is right. I said, you're absolutely right. There's no way this is right. We're going to file an appeal. We'll take care of it. Within a week, we brought that $987,000 bill to under $900. Okay? That is a massive turnaround. If that's not happening for you right now, you need to make massive changes right there. Those are some just real life examples of things that have happened recently that we handle. And there are things on a daily basis that we have to handle. Prescriptions not covered, having to find something on a coupon or through a third-party vendor that will give better prescription coverage for somebody, changing plans mid-year because something has changed in their lives or something's going on, having to change plans because they're moving or their life has changed, right? Maybe they're starting a new business or they're selling a business or getting onto Medicare or starting to retire or thinking about retiring, or maybe you're going to go work for a company and you don't understand the products that they have, but you want to just discuss it. Yeah, we do that too, guys. We give out information. We don't charge you for that. You get free consultations here. That's one of my gifts to you, is a free consultation. So make sure that you hit the link below and visit us at procare.consulting, where we can guide you to better insurance. Be a blessing. Be blessed. Here's to your health.